in some of my Ghost Blueberry Harvest. I cannot see chat because I'm trying to make sure I got this right for you guys. So cheers. I see someone in there, but I can't see what you're saying. Cheers, cheers. I'm going to make some caramels with you guys. So, okay. I hope you have your paper and your pencils if you're ready, or you can watch it later. It doesn't matter. Okay? All right. Here's what you're going to need. You're going to need an 8-inch pan, and you're going to place foil down in it and take a pastry brush with a little bit of melted butter and just tap the bottom with it. This is what you're going to pour your caramels in. When you're making candies, you want to make sure you have all your ingredients set aside and ready to go. So what you're going to need to set aside is 1 1/2 teaspoon of pure vanilla, 1 1/2 teaspoon of salt. You can use coarse salt or sea salt if you like, or you can use even the Havana pink salt. And I'm going to use 1 tablespoon, as always, of infused canna butter. Now those items are going to sit aside, and we're going to move on to the dry items because those will be added once we cook the caramel. Okay? So now your dry ingredients, let me get my pan. You want to have a medium to large saucepan. And these are the ingredients that you're going to need. 1 1/2 cups of heavy cream. Just pour it into the container. Get a spatula. One cup of granulated white sugar. 2/3 cup of light brown sugar. And 1/3 cup of light Caro syrup. Okay, so now I'm going to turn the camera a little bit. We're going to go over to the stove. I'm going to turn my radio down so you guys can hear me. You're going to need 1 candy thermometer. You can use a pizza cutter to slice your caramels if you want, or if you have one of these vegetable cutters, you can use one of these as well. I bought just some regular wax paper, and I cut them in squares because I'm going to wrap my caramels individually. So all of the products we just added to the pan, we're going to put on the stove at a low to medium heat, just to a really nice boil. Not a rapid hard boil, just a boil. So let me turn you. You don't want it to burn, so you just want it on a medium boil. And what you're going to do is you're going to dissolve all of your sugar. And this is where you're going to be constantly stirring it. That's why it's important to have all of your products out and ready, so when you need them, you have them. So grab your candy thermometer, bring it over here. And what I do is, because sugar has a tendency to crystallize when you're cooking it, and I'm going to tell you what to do about that to prevent it when we get to that point. So I'm just rapidly stirring this up, making sure all the cream is mixing in with everything. This process over here takes about 15 to 20 minutes. You're just going to bring it up to a nice boil, not a real hard boil. and you want your candy on your candy thermometer to be about 250 on your candy thermometer. And that's going to give you a nice chewy caramel. But if you would like to have it a little bit harder, you could certainly take that up to 258 if you want, 255, a couple degrees. So I'm just melting my brown sugar in here. Sometimes what I do is I sift my brown sugar and my sugar, but since it's being heated, it doesn't really need to be. So all of it's pretty well mixed in there. And I'm just going to let that come up to a really nice boil, not a hard, rapid boil, just a nice, soft boil, okay? So we're going to watch it. Now take a warm cup of water with a pastry brush and have it set next to your stove, okay? And you want to use a longer brush, a longer wooden brush if you have one, or spoon, because it gets hot. So a long wooden spoon, and just let it come up to a nice boil. I know you can't see the boil, but I know you know what a nice light boil is. Once it gets to a light boil, I'm just going to adjust my heat, and I'm not going to stir it again. I'm just going to swirl my pan because sugar has a tendency to crystallize, and you can swirl your pan to prevent that from happening, or take your pastry brush once you have your nice boil going, and take and dip it in the water and just run it across the edges of your pan. And that'll prevent any sugar crystallization. I'm sorry you can't see my face. My tripod is not quite tall enough and not quite short enough. How are you guys doing? You guys having a good day? We are making caramels. I'm going to take a rip with you while my shit's boiling. Cheers. Is it dark in here to you guys? Awesome day. That's good, Matthew. Okay, so now mine is coming up to a nice little boil. So I'm going to take my candy thermometer, and there's a little hook here, and I'm going to attach it to the side of my pan. Now you don't want your candy thermometer to touch the bottom of your... Why the fuck is there water in mine? That's weird. It looked like there was water in my thermometer. Now you don't want the bottom of your thermometer to touch your pan. You want to make sure it's up in your solution. I always say solution because I think I'm fucking mixing nutrients. Now, this is where you're not going to stir anymore, okay? And I'm just going to take this and swirl it a little bit. Take my pastry brush, and I'm just going to water down the sides here, make sure none of this sugar crystallizes. Because if the sugar crystallizes, it's going to make your caramel gritty, and you don't want that. And I'm about up to 150 right now, so we're going to take it up to 250. And you just want a nice boil. You don't want a real heavy, rapid boil. So you can watch it, just adjust your heat. Don't stir it anymore. Just give it a little swirl. This will give you really nice, beautiful caramels. And the coffee one that I brought you guys, for some reason, everybody's having trouble with it. So this is a sure caramel recipe your family will love. I'm about 200. You want to be really careful when you swirl your pan because this shit is hot. Hella hot. Okay? Because we're only at like 210 and we're going to go up 40 more degrees. So you want to be extremely careful. If you start seeing too rapid of a boil, just turn your heat down a little bit and swirl your pan. Because it will look like it's going to start to foam up on you. Just adjust your temperature in your pan. That just means you have it a little too warm. That's why you want a larger, not just a medium saucepan. Do a little bit bigger one. Because it will bubble up. And I'm only at 240. So I have to just be really careful with my pan. And I have to be really careful with and watch it. Perfect, perfect. It's coming along nicely, people. Nicely. You're gonna love it. I'm not quite at 250. I'm about 220. What are you guys smoking? Hey, blessings, Randy. Now remember, this is going to give you a soft, chewy caramel. And if you want a harder caramel, just take your temperature up a little bit more. This takes about 15 to 20 minutes, like I said. This is the longest part of the whole process, is bringing your sugars and your Karo syrup up to town. That's why it's really important when you're making hard candies or any kind of candies to make sure you have all your ingredients out and don't let anybody distract you, because if they distract you, it takes 1 second to fuck it up. A little bit more. $230. Just be patient with it, because anything under 250 is going to be really gummy. Okay, so just be patient. Just be patient. It'll come up there. What are you guys smoking? Oh, I love cookies. I love me some cookies. Are you kidding? I love cookies. I make all kinds of shit, you guys. Cookies, breads, pies. They're all kinds of shit. What do I do with my lighter? Almost. Almost. Let's take a rip. Let's take a rip. Peace, peace, peace. Who is that? Weed. Warlock. What up, buddy? I'm sorry, I can't see the chat. I'm on my tripod, and I'm trying to watch this. I can't believe that's not 250 yet. Almost. Almost. Takes about, I'd say, 15 to 17 minutes of your nice, good boil, and then you'll get up to 250. I like mine chewy. I mean, they're not really soft, you know, they're nice, firm, chewy caramel, how I like them. Cheers, you guys. And you know, you can buy a candy thermometer at the 99-cent store for fucking 99 cents. I'm still not up to temperature, you guys. Cheers! What you doing, Happy? I'm waiting for my sugars and all my stuff to come up. Is that better? You guys, I'm sorry. I didn't realize that was so shiny. I'm waiting for my sugars and my Caro syrup to get up to 250 so I can add these last 3 products. That doesn't seem to be... Yep, it's not up to that temp you. Almost, 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 almost. I can't wait. But you guys can take and get wax paper like this, and you can cut little squares, and you can wrap them up individually because they seem to last better when you wrap them up individually. And then I just store them in a little container in the refrigerator. You can put them on the counter. I'm sorry, I didn't see that. But they, after like maybe a couple weeks, might start to crystallize a little bit if you do on the counter. But if you put them in the refrigerator, you can leave them in there for 4 or 5 weeks and eat them. Do you guys like classical music or Otmar Lieberman or music like this? That's why I decided to do this live, because there's no way you can bring your shit up to a boil to the right temperature in 15 minutes. You just can't do it. And the red thing you get with Google, they say you're supposed to be able to put up as long a video as you want, but that's not happening for me. I'm about 2:30 right now, so I don't like to stir it. Other people and other recipes that you see, people will stir it. And I don't stir it because my mom taught me how to can, and she taught me a lot about crystallization and sugar and how it's not good for you and how it makes things taste gritty. And so I don't stir things if I don't have to. Use that little pastry brush with some warm water and just run your pastry brush around the inside of the rim of the pan, and it'll prevent that from happening. I'm going to get my pan, this pan over here. This is remember you want an 8-inch pan, and you're going to butter it with a pastry brush like we already did, just a little bit of butter. And you can certainly use non-canna infused butter. You don't have to use canna infused butter, okay? Hot. I don't know why I'm having trouble seeing that butter. I think I will buy a new one, but I'm right about 240. But I'm having trouble seeing it. It's like it wants to steam up or something. So maybe it did have a bit of water in there. After you get it up to 250 and take it off the stove, you're going to add these 3 ingredients: your salt, your vanilla, and your canna butter. And you're just going to mix it up really good. And you're going to pour it into your 8-inch pan. And this is going to need to sit. Just let it sit on a wire rack for about 2 hours. I'm not going to stay live for 2 hours. Before you can cut it up, you're going to want to set this on a wire rack like that and just let it sit on your counter undisturbed for a couple hours, and then you can easily pull the foil off of the container. So make sure you overlay your foil, and then you can lay it out on your cutting board here and cut it. Not quite. I can smell it. It smells amazing. It smells absolutely amazing. What are you guys doing today? This is such a simple recipe. If you have any questions about the ingredients, just leave a comment and I'll be happy to let you know. It's really easy. Your 1½ teaspoons of vanilla, 1½ teaspoons of salt, 1 tablespoon of canna infused butter, and then your dry ingredients. Where's mine? Your dry ingredients is 1½ cups of heavy cream, and I usually use 35 or 45% heavy cream. 1 cup of sugar, granulated white sugar, 2/3 cup light brown sugar, 1/3 cup of light corn syrup. You're going to put all of the cream, sugars, and corn syrup on the stove. Let it come to a boil to about 250. If you want it harder, maybe take it up to 255. Take it off the stove. Once it's reached that temperature, add your 1½ teaspoons of vanilla, your 1½ teaspoons of salt, and your 1 tablespoon of canna infused butter. Stir it up until the butter's mixed in and blended really well. Pour it in your pan. Place it on a wire rack like this and leave it undisturbed for about 2 hours on your counter. And then you can take wax paper like these. It comes in a roll. Just cut them, and then when take your caramel out, you can just take your foil off the sides that you've overlapped and put it on a hard board and use a pizza cutter. This seems to work the best for me, or a vegetable cutter. And then make them into the size pieces that you want. Just a little more. 28 minutes. So that means that we've probably been boiling for about 20 minutes. And I'm about 2 little lines away. To clean your pan, if it gets sticky, what I do is I just set it aside on a hot plate, and then I put some water in it with a little bit of dish soap, and I put it on the stove for a few seconds and let it boil, and it boils all that sugar off, and it's super, super easy to clean. Okay. So now we've reached temperature, and we're just going to pour in the ingredients that I told you. So I'm going to put in the canna butter, the salt, and the vanilla. And then you're just going to stir that up and make sure it's all blended in and your butter's all nice and melted. It's a beautiful color. Just beautiful. I can smell the cannabis because I just added the can of butter. And so it's all mixed. And then you're just going to pour it into your container, into your pan. And keep a spatula like that near so you can get all of your caramel out. And that's it. And I just leave it undisturbed. Let me set it out of the way. I just leave it undisturbed for about 2 hours, really. Now, if you don't have a candy thermometer, what you can do is you can check it for stages, but it's really hard to do that unless you've been cooking for a long time. You know how you can check candy at a rock stage? Yep, made some candy caramels. We sure did. How are y'all? I'm going to move you forward a little more. Yeah, see if I can move you guys up. Oh, I can't move you up. Darn. There we go. Now I can see. So did anybody have any questions about the recipe? I'm waiting for the call, though. I'm waiting for the call. That's my plan. That's my plan. Well, my plan is to leave. I would like to leave now. Because I went into my tent this morning and I had to do 8 transplants. He keeps mentioning it. Well, he hasn't called me. He has my number. He has my number. I told him I'm packed. I'm ready. The last thing I did was put my blow-up mattress in my truck because when I go trim, I put my I have a truck and I usually go way up in the mountains, so I have a 4-wheel drive truck. And I don't really care to be sleeping in pop-up tents with a bunch of strangers that I don't know. And that's generally the case when we go up here at Bryson to do it. They just hire a bunch of people. So I usually will have my own stuff with me, and I put my big blow-up mattress in my truck, and I go for a week, and I just go balls to the wall until I make as much money as or until I fucking fall down tired. One of the two. I'm excited to go. I'm stoked to go. Sid's probably going nuts, man. Yeah, I'm waiting for the call because as soon as the call comes, then I'm going to flip the switch. So then, the sitter will kind of just be on coast with a feeding program. So my husband's the sitter, so he knows my feeding program, and he's the only one I really trust anyway, So, yeah, I'm really excited. I'm just waiting for the call. I know he's really busy, so I don't want to bother him, I don't want to text him or call him, or I know he's hella busy. I know I saw his live last night, and I think he trimmed for 7 hours and then fucking trimmed another 7 hours. Yeah, he's been in trim jail for sure. I'm sure of it. I saw him I saw him and Miss Jill briefly on the Fresno Nerds last night, and they were in the basement in trim jail. So, trying to, yeah. Those buds look amazing, though, don't they? Amazing. My caramel looks good. Yep, it's setting up already. Just leave it undisturbed. Don't touch it. Oh, I know. Like 90, I think. But I think he told me he's waiting to, he's not quite ready for me yet. Because when I go, they put bins in front of me, and I just fucking trim. You know, I don't do the cutting down of the trees. I don't drag them in. You bring me the fucking bin, and I trim the shit out of it as fast as I can. And so that's what he's doing. He's filling up bins for me. But I know he's hella busy. He has 72. I saw of that fucking hamburger. Are you talking about that hamburger? Jesus, that thing was huge. Was it not? Hey, Penny. God, you missed the caramels live. Yes, that was hella crazy. Was it not? It was like that big, dude. I didn't see that. What? Yeah, it's a lot. You'll settle for a dab? One dab? Well, that's what's really nice about Seb. He's so gracious. He's so gracious. I didn't see that last comment. Oh my gosh, Penny, I loved your video. I'm so glad that you guys finally came out of the closet. Cheers. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. Pork loin. Yummy. Pork loin. I do eat some pork. I like some pork. See, these are going to be done fast, guys. You just let them set up, and then you cut them the way you want. Good afternoon. How you doing? They smell amazing. Your dog loves it? My dog is spoiled too, dude. I'm not kidding. If he doesn't have some kind of turkey ground up or some kind of shit in his bowl, he don't want it. He's like, ah. But you know what? He's 15. And so I don't want to lose him, so I give him what he needs. What are you guys smoking? You know I want to know. Oh, it's got a bend in it. Wonder how that happened. I didn't drop it. It's pork loin for the dog. How are you, Bear Grow? Durban Haze. God, ooh, bubblegum. Free of the oppressed. Well, thank you for coming in. Ooh, bubblegum. You're not smoking right now. Are you on a tolerance break? Romanian from Outdoor Harvest. Ooh, what is that? Is that a sativa or an indica? What's Romanian? I've never had bubblegum. See, you guys smoke some dank ass shit. I have never had that. I have a lot of those true terpenes, but those are not cannabis derived. You're trying to get a better, that's right. Indica. Oh, Nirvana. Yummy. Yummy, yummy, yummy. I would like that. That incredible bulk and the ghost blueberry, I have to say, I think I did a good job with it. I love the taste. It's amazing. You're waist deep in trim gel. Oh, see, fuck, man. Where are you at? You're up in Northern California, right? Or where are you? See, I love trimming. Chem Dog. I haven't smoked Chem Dog either. You're in Northern Arizona. That's pretty far. That's right, B. Nice, nice. Yeah. I don't know what's wrong with me today. I have been starving all day. Is Tricky D live yet? Not yet. Not till 6. Did you guys have a good day? It's fucking Friday, right? No, what's today? God, I don't even know what today is. See what happens when you're retired and just a grower? You don't even know what day it is. What fucking day is it? Thursday? It's got to be Thursday because my dog goes back to the doctor tomorrow. Today's got to be the 28th. After hump day. I love hump day. It's 6:10 already. Well, in your time, on your time. Ooh, yes, please. Please do. I love spaghetti. Ooh, Florida. Shit, I can't drive there. Fuck, I'd have to take a plane to Arizona. I used to live in Arizona. It's fucking hot in Arizona, man. Shit, I remember walking across the street at 9 o'clock in the morning and my thumb was sticking to the asphalt. It literally stuck to the asphalt. It was that damn hot. That was funny. It was funny. I made my brother go before me and he's all, my shoes are sticking, and I didn't believe him. You're not in the desert, thank God. So you're closer to the metropolitan area, like where the airports are and shit. I had to take a fucking bus to school, dude. A bus. I had to take a bus down a big old dirt road to get home. West Texas. 94. Today it was really hot. Today I think we're about 93, 94 as well. He's quad. It's a beautiful day, but it is warm. Oh, okay. Well, of course you are. Of course you are. You're growing. Cheers. What are you guys making for dinner? Penny says she's making spaghetti. I think I'm going to make steak. You were only 75? Tamale. Ooh. Ooh, that sounds good. My husband would love that. Those are time consuming, girl. Time consuming. Maybe I'm going to do some kind of steak. But for some reason, you know that little plug that goes into your electrical outlet that you push when you trip it? Sometimes when you plug your curling iron in or your blow dryer? Pizza. Ooh, I love pizza. Yeah, what is it called? Yeah, GFI, yes. whenever I plug my slow cooker, my pellet stove, my slow cooker outside, I've never had this problem. I plug it in and it trips that. Ground fault. Interrupt. So how can I correct it? How can I make it not trip it? Because that's really odd, because I've been using my cooker outside all this time, and now all of a sudden it's tripping that. Not my lights or anything, just that. I have a bad ground in that plug outside. Yes? Hey, Randy, babe. Outside plug don't have. I know the outside plug does not have that. It does not have that reset. But it trips the one in the house, so it's got to be a ground somewhere. Oh, honey, you're so sweet. So sweet. I know Tricky D's going live tonight. The Resistance, the 420 Resistance. Okay. Well, I know they're working. They're working on the expansion, and they did some electrical over there, and they're doing some. I don't know what they called it. Condemned. They condemned my second swamp cooler, so I'm getting a new swamp cooler on the roof too, plus my other air conditioner I just got new. So they're doing some electrical work. So maybe it's the boys, maybe it's them that did it. But my husband's, he's like, I don't know why the fuck it's doing that. I said, well, you better tell them when they come, because they won't be here till Saturday. But I don't want to cook steak in the house. I want to go use my slow cooker. What if I plug it into something else? What if I plug it into another plug outside? Oh, you did? Oh, you know what? What's up? Hey, I am 20 Music. Thanks for coming in. You know what? You probably just nailed the head right on the nail, man, because I'm running my Hortilux 1000. I'm running. I still should be. No, that's only 4, 6. No, because I actually have two. I shut my seedling and cloning tents down because I took everything and put them in the Mendo tent. So, but I have probably 600 running in that one, and I have, but that's LED. And then on the other tent, I have 1,000 Hortilux. But I have, my central air conditioner, my commercial air conditioner, my dehumidifier, my fans, so it all adds up. Yeah, so I could be, it wouldn't take but one fucking amp over and it would do that. You're right. You probably nailed it right on the head, dude. Thank you so much. That was really super smart of you. Why didn't I think of that? That must have been a blonde moment or some shit. Okay. Yeah, because I usually will walk the process all the way through, and I must have missed that because and you know what threw me was the fact that there's no reset on the outside plug. They are in the house, but not outside. So why is it fucking triggering my inside reset in my bathroom? I am 420 Music. This person's new to my channel, but I've been following them as well. Contract. Nope, no contractors. No contractors. No. All of it's fam bam. All of it. If it isn't my husband and me doing the work, it's family. There's no way. I would kick their shoulders up between I'd kick their butt up between their shoulders. That's what I'd do. because I told him, I said, I want it done. And the longest part is taking the extension. Fuck. It's like, you guys, can you not put up 4 fucking walls in 24 hours? I don't get it. No, man, we have to have it permitted. We have to. I'm like, I put my fucking whole wiring and my whole breaker and my whole pan, everything in my garage in a day. You can't put up fucking 4 walls. I don't know, but I'm not a contractor, so I am an impatient woman. That's what I am. But I'm trying to be patient. I have 4 fucking tents in the house. I'm not, it's not like I don't have anything to do. And that's just going to cost me more fucking money. I do the strips in all the grow rooms. But I didn't think, because like I was saying, outside I've never had an issue. Outside with the barbecue, you just plug it in, put the, they're like little rabbit pellets. They come in oak and all kinds of flavors, and I just stick them in there, put the meat in. It's amazing. And I've never had that problem. So I don't know. I hope you guys all try this recipe. Permits do suck. Well, because we're on private property, when we call, we have that department right here on the ranch, and it's not something that people that live in the city could get and use our contractors to come out and permit us. So they work just here for the ranch, so it's really simple for them to come out. I could call him and he could be here in an hour. But what he wants is every section that's up, he wants to come and check it. He wants to make sure it's within code and regs. And I appreciate that. But I'm like, dude, why are you, can we just put the whole fucking side up and then you come check it? Why do you have to make us do it in sections? Why can't? Well, because I want you to insulate it and wire it, and it's just a pain in the ass. It's smart. It is. It's really smart. And, but all I'm doing, everything from the back that way is going to be the grow. Everything from this way is going to be his garage and his boat and his shit, So all we're doing is pushing that out, the garage. So it's like, I've seen people push out their garages here in 5 days, dude. 5 days. And he goes, well, they're probably not permitted, and then they don't get any, you won't get any resale of it. When you sell your property, if you ever try to sell your property, you'll lose all that money. It won't count as square footage. So we're trying to do it legally, and we're trying to do it within code and make sure that we get. So when we sell our house, if we want to sell our house, we can, more square footage. It will now be a 3-car fucking garage. It's huge. The room is huge. I keep thinking about how many lights I'm going to have to put in there. I don't know. It's a lot to think about. It's a lot to think about. That's for sure. I'm going to take another rip with you guys, and I am going to get out of here and go cook dinner. 3 is better than 2. Yep. That's right. Cheers. It's exciting. It is. And I'm really picky about my garden, Like, when I go out of town, I don't let anybody come and sit. My man takes care of it all. And now he's really going to be under the gun. Because he'll text me when I'm gone. And he'll be freaking out like he did something wrong. And I come home, everything is fine. Nothing's ever wrong. He just gets paranoid because he knows how anal I am about my gardens, right? Now, last time I went out of town, I only had 2 plants going. And now I have 4. Well, no, that's not true because the seedling is down. But I'm going to start that up again because I'm going to pop some more beans. I better wait. I just did another 8 this morning, 8 beans this morning, and I have Tonto 9-pound hammer and fucking berry. I don't. I've always been a HPS girl. I always liked the high pressure sodium, yes, and I do like the halides too. You know, they veg so beautifully. I just love the way they veg, but I'm trying to cut my cost, and people have been telling me, and I've been doing some reading and researching, and saying that you know you can get a good yield and some heavy trikes and some other things with the LEDs. So I bought 2, and I'm waiting on Phantom Photon Designs. Is that how I said it? Is that how it said? I think that's how it said. He's building. Sending me a light. So I'm waiting on that. But in the interim, I actually bought 2. 250 watt. He's sending me. In here, I have in the mender tent. I have almost 400 in there. Almost 400 in there. And then on the other one, I'm running the HPS, the 1000. I had to transplant a lot of them in there, and because they just didn't seem like they were growing as much as I'd like them to grow. And so I transplanted all the ones in tent 1 this morning, and I really wanted to transplant and put all the 9-pound hammers in their new homes, but I'm going to wait a little bit because they're in solo cups and they just popped. Hey, how you doing, Fisher? They just popped. So, I mean, they popped like 4 to 5 days ago. They're probably a week old now. They could handle being transplanted because I always use Rodan. I've yet to use LEDs. You're old school. I'm old school too. I'm trying to cut my costs because I'm perpetual. That's okay. No worries. We were just making some infused caramels live. I just don't think that Google gives. Nobody ever calls me. Maybe it was sub. Maybe I just declined sub's call. Fuck. Hey, Michelle, how are you doing? Oh, yeah, see how nice they're setting it up, you guys? Undisturbed, remember? My favorite, Cuvée. One of them. What are you cooking? It's a voicemail. Cuvée? You don't know what Cuvée is? That's a TGA strain. You don't know Cuvée? It's a heavy indica. It's a really heavy strain. It's a really heavy strain. Some people can't smoke it because it's so heavy, you know. Bordello. Hi. No, I make anything that you could think of eating, Michelle, I make. Like biscuits and meat and pancakes and muffins, everything. You're going to get cancer if you don't stop smoking. I don't stop smoking weed? Really? I don't think so. Yeah. Yep. Yes, love life. That's right, pro gaming. Cheers. Love life. Why is that voicemail right there? You love cannabis too. What the hell is what? Like what, Michelle? What kind of recipes? What is it that you're looking to try, doll? Because I make many different ones. Tell me which one you want me to try. Is this person like fucking... Yeah. Are you trolling for some reason? I mean, I'm sure you know what a big puff of smoke is, dude. You have a fair warning. Be nice, act civil, or get the fuck out, or you're gonna get blocked. Simple. Does he like savory? Like I'm gonna do a chocolate cupcake with the frosting. Hi, Diane. How are you? Hemp seed, yes. Hemp seed muffins are good. You know what else too? I do a hemp seed and a pumpkin seed peanut brittle. How are you, Diane? Amazing. It's really, really good. Oh, nice. Nice. We made some caramels. I will, doll. I will. Where are you on the train? Where are you going? The lights that I currently have are from, don't buy them. Don't buy them. COLO Focus. I mean, they're good lights, but they're not 1,000 watts. They're not 1,000 watts. They say they are, but they're not. We made caramels out of heavy cream. Yeah. We make, they're setting right here, right now. Pro Game, what's up, bud? What's the problem? Hey, Dragon, how you doing, doll? Okay, sorry about that, you guys. I can't tolerate bullshit like that. I did. I did. I'm well. I'm well. We just made some caramels, and I'm gonna probably go and cook some dinner, some steak or something. And I don't know. I'm gonna go and see the Tricky D show, the 420 Resistance show, because I'm his moderator. If he gives me back my wrench, he took my wrench. How are you? Are you having a good day? Oh my God, it's probably fucking him calling me. It's a beautiful day. Beautiful outside. Hot. It's hot today. Oh my God, that's going to be so good, you guys. You've got to try the caramel. So I'm going to go make dinner if I can find the stop button on there. I don't know that I can. It's dark there? Well, you're in Canada, bro. That's like 4 hours, right? Is that 4 hours difference, or is that how much difference is that? Cherry Coke. Tova wants a cherry Coke. Ontario, yeah, but is Ontario, Canada 4 or 5 hours? It's 4:30 in the afternoon here. So what time is it there? I wonder why that would stay there. Yeah, Nirvana Seeds, or go to Facebook has a Facebook. Talk to John Bell, man. He's an amazing person. They do a seed exchange, and you can get some Dank seeds for a really good price. So you're only 3 hours difference. That's not bad, hun. So make sure you get you guys some of these plastic. It's actually not plastic. It's wax paper, and wrap your caramels in. And I think the best thing to use is a pizza cutter, and put your, foil. Just lay it flat on your pan, right at the ball. Okay, guys. Well, thank you so much for coming in and sharing this time with me. I really appreciate it. If you try the recipe, please let me know. Make sure that you go up to temperature. Make sure that you be patient with it and let it get up to temperature so you don't end up with a bunch of gummy sugar, I really love you guys. I love you so, so much, and I'm so happy that you came in. Peace and love. One plant, one love, one tree. Much love. Let's see if I can find this.